Good afternoon, dear children. This is your science teacher. Now take out your science textbook and open lesson number 9, the living organisms and characteristics and habitats. So, dear children, as you know that yesterday we have seen that we have very different kinds of organism present in our earth crust. Okay, and we have also know that every animal is having their different living style. Okay, they have a different habitat, they have different adaptation. Okay, we have already seen about this. So now take a look on this. Okay, so first of all, the point number 9.2, that is habitat and adaptation. So what do you find from the plants and animals listed in activity 1? Did you find a large variety in them? Look at what you have entered in the column for the desert and column for the sea in table number 9.1. That means, for example, in this table number 9.1, if you put a one animal, okay, who is from the desert. So for example, for desert you will write the camel, okay, and you will write the name of plant is cactus, okay. But for the sea area, that means for the oceanic habitat, you will write the name of dolphins or shark, okay. And then the plants will be the coral reefs, okay, or algae, any kind of so these are as you assume that both are the different from each other, okay. Both the animals and both the plants are different from each other. So do you list a different kind of organism in these two columns? Okay, what are the surroundings like in these two regions? So how could you differentiate between them? So obviously the camel, who can easily live in the sand in a hot area, but he is unable to live inside the water, okay. For example, if you will take the example of crocodile, they can live on the land as well as the water also, okay. So they are known as the amphibians, but they cannot live inside in the deserts, okay. So that means they can live on land but not desert. So both are the different things. So that's why I'm telling you that the living style of camel and living style of the dolphin or sharks, both are totally different. One is totally living in the inside the water, and one is totally living in outside the water, that is on the sand, okay. Not only the land, they are living on the sand with very much hot weather, okay. So this is the main difference between both of them, okay. Now in the sea, plants and animals are surrounded by saline means salty water, the water which is have very much salty content. So water is having salt in it. So most of them use their air dissolve in water. So as you know that animals inside the water, that means fishes, use dissolved oxygen present inside the water, okay. So this is very little water available in the desert. So as you know that in desert area there is very much little amount of water is present over there, okay. It is very hot in the daytime and very cold at the night time in the desert, okay. The animals and plants of the desert live on the desert soil and breathe air from the surroundings, okay. So are you getting it? The animal which is living inside the water, they are consume, or they are just taking oxygen, dissolved oxygen from the water. While in desert area you can see that there is very much hot in morning times and very much cold in night time, and they are just taking oxygen from the surroundings, okay. That means both the lifestyles are different from each other. The sea and the desert are very different surrounding, and we find very different kind of plants and animals in these two regions, isn't it? So let us look at two very different kind of organisms from the desert and the sea, a camel and a fish. The body structure of camel helps it to survive in desert condition. Camels have long legs which helps to keep their body away from the heat of the sand, and they excrete small amount of urine because there is very much lack of water in the desert. Their during is their dung is dry and they do not sweat. Okay, so since the camel lose very little water from their bodies, they can live for many days without water. Okay, so these are nothing but the adaptation in animals. Okay, these all are nothing but the adaptation in water, sorry, in animals. As you know that the fish cannot live outside the water. Okay, so her body is made for living inside the water. Okay, so this is nothing but the adaptation. Okay, when we are when we are make ourselves live suitable, okay, in any kind of surroundings. Okay, so that is known as the adaptations. Okay, then as you know that a camel and a fish, the body structure of camel and the body structure of fish are different from each other. Okay, so now let us look at the different kinds of fishes. Some of these are shown in figure number 9.3. You can see here. Okay, some different kinds of fish. So there are so many kinds of fish, but do you see that they all have something common about their shapes? Yes, you can see all the shapes or all the ones shown here have the streamlined shape. Okay, that was discussed in chapter 8. This shape helps them to move inside the water. Okay, so as you know that just like camel, they are just made for the desert. So just like fish, they are also made for the water. Okay, then these scales, and they have, the fish has slippery scales on their body. Slippery scales means they have some waxy coating on their body which stop them to wet. Okay, it cannot it helps them to become a dry, you can say. And the scales protect the fish and also helps in easy movements through the water. We discussed in chapter 8 that the fish have flat fins and tails that helps them to change direction and keep their body balanced in water. The gills present in the fish helps them to use oxygen dissolve inside the water. Okay, so that means you can see both the camel and fish are the different from each other. They both have carried a different kind of lifestyles. Okay, so dear children, this is it for today's video. If you have any problem with regarding to this video, you can ask me. So till then, it's goodbye from my side. Thank you and have a nice day.